Okay, be about a third of the way through the walk. It's quite I'm actually sweating a lot today, which again justifies me wearing a baseball cap, because the only reason why I wear one is to keep sweating. You don't do bandanas, you just say, this is Scotland. Baseball caps maybe, beyond that, no chance. Christ me, this isn't the 80s. Although it's funny, I was listening to something by Alphaville, big in Japan, which I think everybody of a generation would know. And I'm not a big fan of it. Not a big fan of commercial 80s music, or don't listen to that much of it. I find, although this was quite big at the time, but I was watching the video and I hadn't seen the video in about, I don't know, something retired. If I'd ever seen it, must have can't have seen it in at least about 30 odd years. It came out in 1984, so I must have been about 9. And I think the few things that got me is none of the guys. I mean, okay, I get the synth pop thing, and the guys didn't look completely 80s. The hairstyles were 80s. The miming in the video of the two synth players, especially one of them. I think the whole point of the 80s is that you made everything look effortless, and synth players dancing just shouldn't happen. It's like pianists dancing. Put on the show, yeah, but in videos it just makes you look like you're miming, which I guess you are. But it's kind of funny how the style, although being mid-80s, it didn't look excessively 80s, although it did sound it. Downbeat 80s, although the 80s were kind of I've got quite downbeat taste anyway. Okay, but yeah, it was quite interesting because I mean, and here's these guys wearing 80s knitwear, and it's the sort of thing that you can't really imagine. Like, I grew up in, I did most, the musical taste that I've still got is like 90s, and because it's, well, as I've said before, your taste is often the era that you grew up in, or taste is where you were going out in. So I guess I was kind of lucky because I had Manchester, then rave, then grunge, then Britpop. So the styles were actually less. The styles were quite conservative, but compared to a lot of the 80s, there was less, apart from rave culture, obviously. Wasn't that much fluorescence kicking about. Although, God help us, we did have shell suits. Some things there's no excuse. Some things there's no excuse for. But yeah, I mean, there was the fluorescence to do with the rave thing, but the rave thing was it was good fun. I had somebody who suggested that you get about 15,000 people, you get them on the drink, you can guarantee there's going to be the odd fight. You get about 15,000 guys on ecstasy at a rave, the only problems that you're likely to get are drug problems or people passing out. Well, that's how it was then. I dare say it's changed now. I guess I was at Transmit about just over a year ago, and it's amazing how many small brown bottles are worth kicking about. But the bit that kind of annoyed me is all the drink that was flying about, or you hope it was drink. don't know if I'm going to a gig a day, but I really don't want to be covered in drink unless it's me spilling it over myself. God, it's getting hot. There's hardly any wind. Okay. Don't know, I suppose holding it with the camera like this gives you a sense of perspective, but I'm not the most steady. Obviously, I can't have a steady hand because I'm walking on this wonderfully soft hay. Again, I've always said that it always feels good to be out. Getting on towards the halfway mark, but it always feels good to be out. That even in the bad days, you always feel like I always feel like I've got to do it. And if I'm off, then I might as well make the most of it. Even on the bad days, you still feel like you have to do it. I could stay home, do a couple of miles on the treadmill, carve my feet up, feel it the next day and feel like shit. Treadmill walks are tedious as hell. In fact, treadmill in general is tedious as hell. Don't get me wrong, like I said, and I've repeated it often enough, I have done it, but it's tedious, it's boring. Because you can see the numbers flashing up on you, you feel every mile, in fact you feel every yard. It's not just quite simply not as much fun. So getting out here, getting barefoot, just doing this. I guess I'm a firm advocate of it. I'm learning to ignore dog walkers. The headphones are in. You don't actually say much. Headphones just mean that people automatically assume that you're listening to music. Fair enough. Or in my case, sometimes using the hands-free, talking to people. Yep. There's a lot to be said for that, and yep. I suppose that's one way around it. Having headphones in is quite a good escape, shall we say. Okay, getting into the halfway mark. Can delete the view from here. Look at your face. Okay, last 30 seconds. Small screen and the camera of the hills always look so much further away. Right, last 10 seconds.